medicine. My name is Akeem Henry. We're doing something different today. We are having a panel discussion. I really wanted to bring different perspectives and different views about the pre-med undergraduate experience here at the University of Maryland. So I brought a lot of my gang, a lot of my friends with me. These are pre-med students here at the University of Maryland. They are very accomplished, well experienced, and I feel like they will be able to go in depth in this conversation and really share some experiences that they've had with you all. And we're gonna go in this conversation. But first we're gonna do introductions. We can start off with Michael and then go to the back.
I'm Michael. I'm a junior neurobiology and physiology major, minoring in global poverty.
I'm Nilu. Same with Michael. I'm a neurobiology and physiology major with a minor in global poverty. And I'm also an RA.
I'm known as well.
And if you don't know already, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. My name is Akeem Henry. I'm a public health science major on the pre-med track.
Hi, my name is Tiana Solomon, and I am a cellular biology genetics major, and I am a senior.
Hi, my name is Toby Akane, and I'm a junior general biology major here.
Hi, I'm Caesar, and I used to be an RA, not gonna talk about it. But I'm also a public health science major.
Hi, I'm Cameron. I'm a senior, about to graduate in May, so I'm excited about that. And I'm a neurobiology and physiology major.
Hi, I'm Rashida Kamara. I'm a senior public health science major, and I'm also on the pre-med track.
Hey guys, it's Chidi Izanabuchi. I'm a senior public health science major, pre-med track.
Alright, so we also have one more person that's missing. She's gonna come and pop in later on throughout the video, so we'll introduce her then when it's time. But let's get started. Freshman year, you guys came in gung-ho pre-med students. How did you all stay motivated?
I mean, personally, like, Michael and I were in life sciences, this scholars program at University of Maryland. We were very fortunate to be accepted in it because most of the people in our scholars program were pre-med, and so we were taking all the same classes, and like a lot of times, so Michael and I became friends, and a lot of times we'd make study groups and, you know, talk about it being pre-med, even as a freshman, even though we hadn't even like dove that deep into it. But I mean, still we had challenging classes, and I feel like I stayed motivated by having friends like Michael, you know, studying with me all the time, you know, talking about our grades, our professors, and, you know, having fun at the end of the day after, you know, freshman year, having fun after like getting our pre-med classes accomplished.
Yeah, I definitely agree that having that close or intimate friend circle motivates you to keep going. I was in this program called AAP, and it was kind of an introductory program that got you from high school into college, and a group of us just bonded together. So a group of us kind of bonded together, and we kind of just motivated each other just going through all the intro classes of freshman year and pre-med, all that good stuff.
So I actually didn't come in pre-med. I actually switched from engineering around my sophomore year.
Oh, it's a big change.
Yeah, but the whole thing was like finding people who are like-minded and finding people who are on the pre-med journey as well. I joined a pre-med frat, and like when you have people who are in the same struggle as you, it helps a lot rather than struggling by yourself.
I think we all can agree that forming nuclear family groups with your friends on campus really makes an impact on how we continue to motivate ourselves. But I also think the counselors and like staff here on campus also made a difference in my opinion, because as you heard from my major, it's pretty specialized and there's only 70 people in my major, and also like hearing the fact that like there's a limited amount, amount of us within this major, and then also getting their support, especially as a minority, kind of like pushed me further to want to accomplish to getting this degree and also becoming pre-med.
I forgot to mention that most of these questions on here are questions that I've received on my YouTube channel from comments below, or from direct messages that I've received on Instagram, Snapchat, and some questions that I formulated. I want to target some of the questions that I received from some of my subscribers. One of them was, would you recommend taking 3 to 4 science classes, pre-med classes?
So I'd say it depends on what you're used to. So if you're not used to taking a heavy load of maybe AP classes in high school, then definitely when you come in, take it easy coming in. But maybe after the first semester, it's definitely, or the first year, it's definitely important to get yourself accustomed to taking 3, maybe not 4 science classes like bio, chem, math, or biochem physics. It's definitely good to get yourself accustomed to taking a heavier load of classes and preparing yourself for further on in your college career, and then also medical school?
The way I handled it was that I did have to still take, between 2 to 4 like science classes like every semester. That's just like how it ends up being if you want to graduate on time. And a lot of them might be even prerequisites to each other. A lot of them are, continuous. But the way that I handle it was that I decided to get a minor in global poverty, something that I enjoyed. And so every semester, either I would have a general education, like a fun class on the side, or I would have my minor class on the side. So I could have a class I'm looking forward to that's not science. Specifically, it might be more like humanities. So
I would say you would have to know yourself when it comes to that.
Yeah.
Because if you know you're not strong in the science department, I would say do not do 3 to 4 science classes simply because your advisor told you to. Because what if you end up failing one of those classes? That's not going to be good on your transcript. So if you know you're capable of doing it, then do it. If you're not, I would say don't stress about taking 3 to 4. Maybe do like a lighter course load, because it's your own race. At the end of the day, it's not anybody else's. It's your name on the transcript, your name on the application.
True.
Yeah. Like Michael was saying, I think especially earlier on, like freshman year, I think it's important to get your footing academically and kind of create that foundation. So I think it's a big jump for anyone going from high school to college. It's going to be different. So you need to fill that out, figure yourself out, figure your study skills out, and time management, things like that. And once you've mastered that, then you can start thinking about maybe adding on to your course load a little bit, make it a little bit heavier. But I'd say early on it's definitely important to kind of get your foundation strong.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that too, because you could also be doing organizations freshman year. You're meeting everybody freshman year, so you're probably going to be out. So like doing 3 to 4 classes realistically, science first semester.
And you want to enjoy it. And I made that mistake my second semester freshman year. I took 19 credits, and I was like, I can do it.
Oh my
It was my second semester freshman year. It was a lot, and so I didn't do well. And it was my first time taking organic chemistry 1, and I didn't do well, unfortunately. But I learned from that experience.
Definitely.
So I decreased my credit load, and I tried to do the whole balance thing. So after that year, I declared my minor.
I think a good thing I was also in the position of debating on whether or not, I actually did it. I took 2 science courses and then upped it and then took 4. And I made it through, but I knew if I I'll be more successful if I took a lesser load. But not only do you have to know yourself, but I also think you have to know what classes you're signing up for. You have to know what kind of the workload of the actual professor. Can you handle what they're bringing? Also, you can hear back from other people that have taken the course to see, hey, is this class how is the workload? What is this test like?
Right.
What about the
I
know here we have RUMD. You can get a sort of a guide to figure out this class. You'll be able to manage this class, also your other ones too.
Some of you all alluded to this a little bit about time management. What were ways that you all failed and succeeded at time management throughout your years?
Ooh, already put it out there. Yeah.
I can talk about failed because I made a mistake of taking 3 science classes while I was trying to do research. I had a job, I was peer mentoring, I was volunteering, I was basically doing everything. And it just didn't work. You can take 3 science classes if you want, but then you have to give up on the extracurriculars. But I thought I could do extracurriculars and I could do 3 science classes at the same time.
You feel invincible. You're I can do everything.
But it's just there's not enough time for everything. I would do everything. I go to work, I do my research, and I get home and it's already late, and I have to I have to do bio, and I have to do orgo, and I have to do calc type thing. So it's it was just there's not enough time.
You end up half-assing everything.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I just didn't have enough time.
How do you all feel about sleep? Do you guys get enough?
Oh my god.
I think I'm the only one who sleep.
Being premed, those 8 hours of sleep that you're supposed to get.
Never happened for me.
Yeah, it just goes away. Well, no. Actually, I take that back. If you can figure out a good time schedule for yourself and a good time to study, then you could probably get your 8 hours sleep. But for me, it just never, it never worked out. I always had something that had to be due. And I was always up probably to 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Even if it was studying, I just never could go to sleep early because I feel no, it's something I need to be doing.
Oh my gosh. I feel like for me, I think I'm maybe the only person here that hasn't like stayed up late studying for assignments. Yeah, I go to bed at like, I'm old, I'm a grandmother.
What time do you go to bed?
I go to bed at 11 o'clock. Like during the school, my homework I shut down all my workload at around 10 o'clock every day. Just knowing me that I value my sleep. I know a lot of people, when you come to college, you're like, oh my God, to do, what is it called? All-nighters, and I have to like, yeah, like all nights and staying up late for like studying for exams. But I just know, like, knowing yourself, people, if you value your sleep as I do, I think you'll put an effort to get that time to sleep. Like, and if also depending on your work class schedule, because I know for me, how I was successful in doing that is that I took earlier classes. That way I can be done in the afternoon and get all my work done from the afternoon to the evening. And if I have other events and scheduling, I can just add that on to there. You have to really know yourself and know how much amount of time it will take you to do your homework. Like, for instance, I will have a chemistry assignment that's due. All right, that's 2 hours. All right, I gotta make sure I can either split that up between these 2 days or get it done today. That way I can still have the amount of time to sleep and rest. Because I think the biggest thing, like, yes, you want to get your homework done. Yes, you want to study. Yes, you want to do really well. But having that time to have a break is very important because you do not want to burn out. You need your sleep. You need to feel some type of stress-free environment to just get rid of all this anxiety and stress from college.
For me, it was about maximizing my study time and then also my sleep. So I know for me, 6.5 hours is a good amount for me to feel like good and recharged. Yeah. So I kind of went back like setting a bedtime and going to sleep and kind of getting up at the same time every day. And it allowed me to maximize being able to study for a long period of time and then getting my 6.5 and then waking up and being recharged and ready for the next day.
I do 6.5, like at least. Like I try to at least do 6. But then I still like need my naps. And so that's what I do. In the afternoons, I do extracurriculars, naps. And then I end up falling into a cycle of like sleeping late and I'm just getting 6.5 hours of sleep. But I'm a serial napper, so.
For me, I believe in like the motto that says sleep is temporary, GPA is forever.
Yeah.
That's what I believe in. That's what I believe in. So it's like I sleep for like 5 to 6 hours a night.
You'll find time to sleep later.
And I don't take naps. So it's like, I just like, exactly. So I'm like, I'll sleep after I get this A, basically. So I'll sleep with winter break and summer, but like when the semester starts, it's like 5 to 6 hours.
But that's not good.
Yeah, that's like my final move. It's not good, but like, I need it. I personally need it. Because I'm not efficient with my time, so I have to stay up late.
To each his own.
Know yourself.
I would die.
I'd say it definitely depends on the person. Like, for you, that may work, but I know there are a lot of people who try to do that and they end up getting like 5 hours of sleep, then they get to the exam and they don't remember anything. They sleep.
That's what happened to me when I took 19 credits.
Yes, it depends on like the type of person you are, if you can function on 5 hours of sleep.
People pull all-nighters and they do really well in their exams, and then I can't do it.
If
I will fail the
It varies.
Like if you can't function on 5 hours of sleep, the way that, so last semester, the way that I managed my time with all the things that I had to do was I used a Google Calendar. It pans out how much time you have in the day. You put in everything that you're going to do, so then you see how much time is left in the day, and then you can figure out within those time slots, the time breaks, what you're going to do. And it's important to be efficient with those time breaks and get things done. So like even when I have like an hour in between classes, like I can use that hour to like send emails I need to send, or eat, or set up like an appointment with like a resident, or do like some small assignment. So it's important to utilize the time you get.
Some of you all talked about social media, being on your cell phone. I got a question asking, are you a procrastinator? And if so, how do you handle it?
Well, I mean, I think everyone to some degree is a procrastinator, whether or not they like it or not. And I find myself probably not dealing with the best way, kind of how we were talking about sleep. I kind of like compensate just staying up late and finishing assignments and whatnot. But during the semester, I do delete Instagram for long periods of time. I delete Snapchat because they just take away
social media
time.
Detox.
Yeah,
I do that during finals time.
Yeah, sorry, semester.
I thought you might do that stirred.
I think it all depends. It's all about like discipline. So yeah, like the social media detox is good, and so it goes back to like knowing yourself, I think. So like if you know that you're someone who like really gets sucked into social media, then it's definitely important for you to exercise that self-control and just like cut out all distractions. I mean, that's something that that's like a really big piece of advice for all pre-med people. It's like, cut out all distractions that will like inhibit you from achieving the goal that you're trying to get to. So like, you're on this journey, and like, you're on this journey alone. No one else is going to take you there or be there with you. So whatever is distracting you from achieving this goal should be removed from your life.
That was deep.
Right?